Hey, what's up everyone? It's Dave from Quarter Flips. Welcome to the channel. I am about to hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 985 subscribers as I make this video, probably more by the time I upload it. And I'm giving away some stuff. I've already uploaded one video about that, giving away one of these Discord box sets. It's the last video I put up on this channel. If you're interested in that, please go check out the video and get in on it. I'm also going to be giving away a thermal label printer, and I'll have the details on that once we pass 1,000. Okay, here we go. I was gone for the last 5 days. I was in Denver, Colorado with Michael Ann and some friends to see a concert. It's weird. I don't know. It's weird calling it a concert. It was a show. It was like a punk rock show, but like with older bands that had all come together after many, many years to play this awesome show and charged a lot of money. And we had to fly there, and it was at a big place. I guess it was a concert, but it was a big show. Anyway, we went and saw JAWBREAKER, Descendents, Face to Face, and SAMIAM. It was awesome. I was excited for SAMIAM. They got to play for a half hour, but it was a really, really good half hour. The whole show was great though. Here's kind of what it looked like real quick.
This is like a top tier punk rock show, you know? High expectations and high returns.
Can't play much because, you know, copyright music and all that stuff. Even bands like that, if I put too much up, it could be a problem. So that's just a snippet. Here's some highlights from the trip. Hey, where are we headed, Michael Ann?
Denver.
Okay, we're just walking around in Denver, looking for something to do with our time. Kind of like it. All right, we're at our pretty fantastic Airbnb in Denver. Who's this?
Aram.
Aram. What are you doing there?
I am barbecuing a Beyond sausage on a highly unpredictable barbecue.
You said that spurts of flame just randomly come shooting up out of it?
Yeah, it's like if you were in some kind of science fiction thing and they had to cross a certain chasm. And the thing that they were worried about is
flame gusts.
Flame gusts. And in the sci-fi movie, they had partnered with the arch villain because it was only together that it would make it through.
Oh yeah.
The flame gust would kill the arch nemesis's second in command, is how they would go out.
This is what grilling Beyond sausage is making you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
How making you feel, maybe.
Well, because it's a little nerve-wracking. You know all the heroes are going to make it out alive, but you know
so.
someone's going down.
Okay.
And also, we don't have any proper barbecue utensils, so you're watching me do this like
Are these heroes euphemisms for the sausages, and you're explaining why they didn't all make it?
They all made it, but
okay.
I feel that my end result is quite good.
All right. What are we doing tonight?
We're gonna go see a great show with a lot of awesome bands, and I'm super excited.
All right.
How about you?
I'm very excited about that. It's gonna be great. We have arrived at the Fillmore Auditorium, Denver. And here's the line we're in. We had a really good time on that trip. But one of the things that I had to do, since I was going to be gone for an amount of time that could cause problems basically for shipping, is I had to put my eBay store into vacation mode. And because I did that, anybody that looked at any of the items that were for sale between basically the 6th and the 12th would get a notice that I'd be gone and it would take longer to ship. Now, I thought that meant I really wouldn't get that many orders, but I got a fair amount of orders while I was gone, and most of them right in the couple days after I put the store into vacation mode. So some of these things have been sitting for quite a while. I just got home. I've got to pack these things up and get them out the door. So I figured I'd show them to you real quick right here. Well, first I'll show the Discog stuff. I did not put my Discog store into vacation mode. There isn't really a vacation mode. You can actually delist all of your items and then relist them. It's a little bit of a hassle. Instead, I went into my seller terms and I just put a note at the very top that said I would be gone for those days, and if you ordered, it would take that much longer to get your stuff. I'll just erase that out now that I'm back. And I got 4 orders in that time. And honestly, Discogs is a little more chill. It doesn't quite have the same like seller standards that depend on uploading tracking by a certain date like eBay does. But still, let me show you what I sold there before I get to the eBay stuff. I sold a brand new sealed copy of Left With Nothing's Good Things Come to Those Who Wait. This is an old CD on my record label, Excursion Records. This went for $4.99 plus shipping. Sold a Jim Snidero Standards Plus CD. This went for $7.99 plus shipping. Powerhouse No Regrets, $9.99 plus shipping. And Tad 8-Way Santa, promotional copy with the barcode punched. This is the recalled artwork. This came out with this image on the front, and the people in this image, I don't know. I think the story goes that this picture was found at a garage sale or thrift store, or maybe even like a storage unit or something. But the people in this picture said, no, take my picture off your record. So it had to be recalled. This one went for $29.99 plus shipping. Be on the lookout. Commit that image to memory. All right, so that was the Discog stuff. Let's go over the eBay stuff that I'm going to be packing and shipping. And then once I'm done with this, I'll show the few items that I sold just before we went on the trip, before I put the store into vacation mode. And that will be over here. But let's take a look at this stuff. This first item is actually a $1 new car item, and I would normally just wait to show this in the $1 new car video. I will hopefully have another one of those maybe within a week. But I'm going to show it here because it did sell during this sold right away as soon as I put the store into vacation mode. This is a Monster Apocalypse miniature game, Protector Starters Guard. It's a game with a bunch of miniatures, and it's complete. I found it in a thrift store for something like, I don't know, like $8-9 or something like that. It sold for $44.99 plus shipping. I also sold this miniature, Raw Partha Midnight Miniature. This went for $14.99 plus shipping. Sold a couple of action figures. Beast, Marvel Legends. This one went for, he's got the broken thumb. Even still, he went for $9.99 plus shipping. And this Aquaman Black Manta figure, it's a really nice figure. I got this for $1.50 at a thrift store just 2 weeks ago, I think. And it went for $12.99 plus shipping. I'm not going to take this one out of the bag. This is a Steamboat Willie Minnie Mouse popcorn bag that went for $29.99 plus shipping. Sold some CDs on eBay real cheap. Brand new heavies, 2 different CDs. These went for $3.99 plus shipping. I have had these up for years. I'm happy for these to go. Also sold this sealed Botch Unifying Themes Redux, another old Excursion Records thing. This went for $5.99, shipping included. Sold a couple of thick anime graphic novels, Darker Than Black. This one went for $14.99 plus shipping. And Cardcaptor Sakura. This is book 2. This one went for $34.99. Sold some VHS. This is a lot of 5 old Marx Brothers VHS. Used, but very good condition. Probably watched once each. These went for $9.99 plus shipping. Sold some DVDs. Summer Lovers, $11.99. Terminator, this snapcase version of it, $12.99. Pantera, 3 Vulgar Videos from Hell. This one went for $14.99 plus shipping. And then I've got these wrapped up here. It's a couple of cult classics DVDs. It's a Pre-Code Hollywood, The Risque Years #1, and a 20 movie pack of cult classics with things like Delinquent Daughters, Cocaine Fiends, Terror of Tiny Town, Reefer Madness, Slaves in Bondage. You know, the kind of stuff you would watch. Amumu the Shark God. Yeah, that went for $14.99, shipping included. And then finally, here's a real legit BOLO for you. This is the Outer Limits Complete Original Series, volumes 1 through 3. Just a box set of DVDs. I got this for, I don't know, a couple bucks, and it sold for $89.99 plus shipping. Okay, so those are all the items that sold while I was in Denver, and let's take a look at the stuff that went out right before I went to Denver. Over on Discogs, Sold this Blanks 77 Killer Blanks CD with this lenticular cover, $4.99 plus shipping. Lifetime Classic Hello Bastards, that went for $7.99 plus shipping. And Tree People, this is Something Vicious for Tomorrow and Time Whore with this disturbing cover art, that went for $8.99 plus shipping. DVDs, Easy Rider, $8.99. Murder on the Orient Express, $9.99. The Edge of Quarrel, $9.99 plus shipping. Feast of All Saints, $9.99. Freeway Speedway 4, $12.99. Colors and At Both Range, $14.99. And these next two sold together, the George Sanders Saint Movies Collection, $16.99. And the Falcon Mystery Movie Collection, Volume 1, $24.99. Sealed copy of Slapshot, $8.99. Sam Peckinpah's Cross of Iron, $14.99. Gotcha Man Collection. This is actually like Battle of the Planets, Battle for the Planets, G-Force stuff, $19.99. And a sealed copy of the movie Jailbait for $25. Shipping included on all of those except the Gotcha Man, which I believe I did get shipping on. Sold this Blade Trilogy Blu-ray set, the 3 Blade movies, for $24.99 plus shipping. Sold another miniature. This is a Ralpartha Lich from the AD&D Monsters line. This went for $19.99 plus shipping. Sold this Talisman, the Magical Quest game box set, for $49.99 plus shipping. This thing's in quite good condition. Just got one little bit of quarter damage. Sold these maps and player cards from the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Legend of the Spelljammer box set. This is none of the books, none of the box, just the maps and some cards with info. That went for $20 plus shipping. I've already got this one wrapped, but this is a Goofy mug that I got at a garage sale last year. It ended up going for $5.99 plus shipping. Also sold these really nice graphic novels, Death Note Volumes 1 and 2, Black Edition. These went for $24.99 plus shipping. Sold this very large stuffed Pikachu from the late 90s for $59.99 plus shipping. Okay, time to get this stuff packed up and out the door. What else can I tell you about the last few days? We got a lot of help from somebody in Denver, and it was really cool. So here's what happened. We had to leave the Airbnb we were staying in and go to another Airbnb. Aram and his lady were leaving, and Michael and I were going to stay one additional day. So we had 5 hours to kill between checkout and when we could check into the new spot. And we had all of our luggage and stuff with us. It was going to be kind of lame lugging it around going anywhere. So what we ended up doing was we went to coffee with Aram while they were figuring out how to get to the airport. And while we were there, one of the people that we've been hanging out with for the weekend showed up and met us and was talking and said, hey, you could drop that stuff off at my house. I'm going to go check out a movie, but you guys can just leave it at my house and then go do what you want in Denver and come back and pick it up later before you're ready to check in. That person was Chris from the band FAIM. This band. You can check them out. Look them up. FAIM. It looks like FAIM, but it's FAIM. And when we went and picked up our luggage and got it back to the new Airbnb, I was taking stuff out of my bag, and I saw that Chris had dropped 2 cassette tapes from FAIM into my bag, which was super, super awesome. So I just basically wanted to say, Chris, thank you. This is rad. I totally dig this. People, check out this band. Now, I say a lot of times when I talk about music on this channel, it's not for everybody, but it is for me. This is definitely one of those bands. It's a hardcore band. But if that's up your alley, check them out. Super cool. Chris, you really made this work for us. And what we were able to do with our stuff safely put away, we were able to go get some awesome lunch. We got great Thai food at this place called, I think it was called Tasty Noodle or Lucky Noodle. It was fantastic. I think I even got some footage of it. All right, so we just had Thai food at Lucky Noodles, Thai street noodles and dessert. There's a sign in there that says they were voted as the 51st best restaurant in the United States. And that could be right. This is one of the top 2 Thai places I've ever had. What'd you think, Michael Ann?
It was pretty good.
She says it was pretty good.
Pretty darn good.
Pretty darn good. Anyway, Denver. Tasty Lucky Noodles, not Tasty Noodles. And after that, I got a chance to go to a Goodwill and actually do some thrift shopping in Denver. And well, here's how that looked. we decided after lunch we're gonna go to Goodwill. At least get one shot at trying to find something small enough that I can take home on the plane, or valuable enough that it makes sense to get some boxes and ship it home before we leave tomorrow. Let's go in this, looks like a pretty big Goodwill, and check it out.
Good job, Jenny.
Pull downstairs, furniture showcase. Take a start at media if we can find it. Totally picked over.
Kirsten, can I get assistance with the luggage, please? Kirsten, may I please get assistance to the luggage? Thank you.
Nightmare fuel. Okay, so despite the DVDs being completely picked over and there being nothing in that entire store that was worth buying, I did manage to find a couple of puppets in the toy section. This is a Snoopy. He does need a little cleaned up, but he's in pretty good shape. Take a look at him. He's got his vinyl red collar still. At $1.59, I thought that was a decent buy. I think he'll go for between 12 and 15 bucks once he's a little bit cleaner. And then this, I thought this kind of looked like a Muppet, and I thought this one, I should probably check more into this. So let's take a look at what it is. It's a Melissa and Doug puppet. And this one has a specific name, and honestly, I'm using my phone to film, so I can't look it up. But this cheerleader Melissa and Doug puppet with the stick, and the stick is kind of important. Melissa and Doug make a lot of different puppets, and their hands for these puppets have these little, I don't want to say the name of the company, what is it, hook and latch openings where you can put these sticks to control the hands. And a lot of times when you see these puppets for sale, they do not have the stick, but this one did have the stick, which was nice. And they wanted $2.99 for that. These can sell for between $20 and $30, no problem. And this one really feels like it's in about brand new condition, so I was happy to get that. All right, so not a total loss on the trip. Worked out all right. And the puppets aren't worth a lot, but they're still, you know, they pay for lunch. Guess the only other thing I will say about the trip is that while we were there, we bought a record from the merch table. Jawbreaker was selling a copy of Dear You, their album, a re-release from, I think, 2015. In a color vinyl that they had not actually issued. It was just made, but they had held on to it. They were selling them on this tour. They were releasing 30 a night, and we bought one. But getting a fragile record like that home was something that was going to be a bit of a challenge. So what I thought I would do is I would just get up in the morning, head down to a local store, probably a FedEx, and get a box and some tape and a cutter. And I would just pack it up like a record I was shipping from here, and I would just ship it home to myself. So I get to the FedEx, which is 7-8 blocks away. Get to this FedEx shipping center, and I'm in there. It's a weird little place, little hole in the wall spot. The woman behind the counter says, "Can I help you with anything?" I'm like, no. Grabbing the tape, grabbing the cutter. I'm looking around, I don't see any boxes. And I asked her if she had boxes. She said, we've got all kinds of boxes in the back. What size do you need? I told her I just had some stuff that I needed to ship home. She looked at me and said, you were here for that show, weren't you? I kind of smiled and said, I was here for a show. Yeah. She goes, you got some kind of record with some autographs on it and you want it to be safe. I said, yes, that's exactly right. I didn't have the record on me. I was just asking for cardboard. She said, you're the third one today. So I bought a 16 by 16 by 16 box and took it back to the Airbnb and packed it up just like I would send it home. Just like I would send this actually if I were sending it to anybody. Maybe actually a little tiny bit thicker, but this is what an LP usually looks like when I ship it. I figured I would just open this up and see how it looks. What ended up happening is we didn't put it in the mail because Mike Land, miracle worker traveler that she is, figured out how to get this into our luggage, into our carry-on. And we were going to have to put it in the overhead bin, but I knew that packed up like this, it wouldn't even matter if someone threw their thing on there. This record would be protected because, yeah, this is one of those, I think you could throw it off the roof and the record would still be okay. So, got it home, and yeah, let's open it up and take a look at it. Right, so once you get inside the cocoon of one of my packages, you'll generally see something like this. The record will be within some inner packaging. This allows for, if this thing was dropped, there'd be that much corner crush to keep the cover from being damaged. Now I am going to pop off screen here and do the intricate cutting that needs to be done to get this record out safely, and I'll show you the record when I get it out of here. All right, here it is. Jawbreaker, Dear You, limited edition colored vinyl. Adam, Chris, and Blake, with B is for Blake on the cover. They've pulled the shrink wrap down so that they could sign that, but technically the record is still sealed. I'm going to pull this down as much as I can. See, the sticker is actually stuck to the cover a little bit here because the shrink is pulled away, so we'll be very careful about that. And let's see what this looks like on the inside. Now, for people that know Jawbreaker, I believe that the difference in this re-release is Jet Black does not have the Christopher Walken samples. No lyric sheet. Let's see what the vinyl looks like. Oh, that's nice. That is really, really beautiful. I don't know how well that's coming through, but it is super awesome. Pretty sure it's 180 gram. $70. This record was $70. Did I buy it as an investment? No. Nope. I bought it to have it, so that Michael Ann and I could put it in our collection and keep it. Now, it doesn't mean that someday we won't be in a situation where we're like, why do we have all these Jawbreaker records? And decide to sell this thing. No idea what it would sell for. Currently, this listing has none for sale and none ever sold on Discogs. And that's likely because anybody who bought this on this tour that's currently happening probably was just buying it for themselves. There were only 30 available, and I don't think they would have sold me 2. I think it was 1 per person. Realistically, I guess Michael Ann could have bought another, but we did not want to spend $140 on 2 vinyl records. I do not generally buy records for myself anymore, but this was definitely an exception. This was something I wanted to have. So, there they are. If you know, you know. Okay. So that is it for today. There's a high likelihood that my next video will be about having 1,000 subscribers and having some kind of contest to give something away for that. So definitely check back very soon. And yeah, and then right after that, there should be another $1 new car video coming, and then we'll go on from there. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.